Hello and welcome to my tutorial how to color hair. If you want to see the skin tutorial, just check the link in the description box. You can see the colors used on the top corner of this video. As for the first step, and it's optional, I used a very light color just to help me with the highlights of the hair. Keep attention to the strokes and take your time. This process might take a while, especially if your hair is long, like in this drawing. But just take your time. Just keep coloring until you are satisfied with the highlights of your hair, and keep in mind where the light comes from. Here you can see me coloring different parts of the hair and how I use the COPIC. After I do this to all the hair, I start with my base color, which means I will just go over the first color with this COPIC. Coloring hair is one of my favorite things to color. How about you? If you want to know what kind of paper and liner I use in this drawing, just check the description box below. Again, just take your time and have fun coloring the hair. In this part of the video I was a bit ahead, just to check what colors to use, but I will explain everything later. The next step, after using the base color, I use the first shadow. That is RV34, and my marker just fell and did a huge bump on the drawing, but don't worry, it will disappear when I color everything. So here I'm just using the shadow, and you can see the hair is a bit more shiny than in the beginning. In some parts I just used the base color again and the first shadow because I was still not happy with the result. I wanted the base color to pop a bit more, so I just used it again. When you use more COPICs, usually it blends everything and you can lose some colors. Instead of coloring all the hair with the base color first and then adding the shadows, I decided to do it by parts. So here you can see me coloring with the base color and then just adding the shadow, then just going to other part of the drawing and doing the same process again. It's up to you to choose whichever way you like the most. And ta-da! Until this point, I just used 3 COPIC. And the result is already good in my eyes. What is he doing here? He's just repeating the step 1, 2 and 3 just to make the pink pop out a bit, and also doing some shadows with the same Copics I used to make the hair more interesting. As for the step 4, we are just using the second shadow, that is R85. You can already see it's a bit more darker than the base color, but also the first shadow I used. And just keep going. And again, don't forget where the light comes from. You can end the coloring here if you want, but since in this drawing I didn't have any planned background, I decided to do more shadows because the pink was kinda lost in the white paper. So, for the shadow you can see here, it's a combination of two COPICs, that is BV23 and BV00. I believe that it makes the drawing a bit more interesting, and since I wanted the hair to be the main focus, but also the eyes, I wanted to do something more interesting to the eye. To finish my hair, I just used the white gel pen on some highlights, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. You can check more tutorials I have, but also some speed paints I have with COPIC. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!